Hi, Fareed. I have a new task for you here. It's going back to the shipment job where we're creating shipping labels. So I'm working in this one. It's called Shipment for Fareed, and it's in the transfer folder, just in the main transfer folder. Oh, I'm sorry. It's in transfer and then shipment. You have this on your computer too, and this one is going to be the one, Shipment for Fareed. So I have a tab here just to go over generally what's going on. But these are the last three I ran. So I tried to do three production runs in real life, and uh, there were some. There's two things going on. One is um, I don't. It's new, or maybe it just didn't. You didn't come across it in your testing. It's here. I'll show you. So in tab B, shipment 9. I kind of highlighted them a bit here. This one, I believe these two here in blue. Let's do in light green here, they will error out. So if I go B76, if I just go B76, it has this polybagging thing, and then you can test the script yourself, but when I try to run it, it just the script dies because it sees this, it sees this polybagging, I think, and it gets confused because it's not something that's programmed into the code, and then it will die. So if you could look at this, um, yeah, and there's multiple other ones in here, I think, or not that many, a few other ones that show up that have this problem. I didn't highlight them all. I'm just giving you the ones. I mean, like if you fix it for the script, you should fix it for all of them. So I don't need to really show you which ones. Just if you fix this here, that should be good. Yeah, like fix the problem for one of them, it should transfer over to all of them. So that's this one. The shipment 13 in tab B is the same, similar here. If I go to U56, and I click this, it has polybagging and it has set creation. So I don't know if you can make it so like whatever it says here, it doesn't matter. It could have 100 words, 1,000 words. It could have a whole bunch of other criteria. Instead of this one, it just always presses save. That's always going to be the option. So, and then it just goes on to here too. So that was the other one. So that was these two. Where the problem is kind of known, I can like point at the problem. This sometimes it's weird. It just shuts down. I think it was this one. It just won't. Like it's maybe I don't know. Maybe you could point out what's wrong, but like sometimes it just won't run, uh, and it just dies. So if you could just have a quick like a look at this one as well, see if it runs. I couldn't see anything obvious that makes it so that it shouldn't run. Like the expiry dates are good, the quantities make sense. Like, there's nothing here obvious that comes up to me where it should fail. So that so these two are in green are I can point at a problem. These two are more general, where sometimes it would just randomly stop. So to fix these two here, these ones in orange, basically I'm gonna ask that you run run every like do for the last three production runs, just run everything. Like try to get it so that you could run from beginning to end with no errors, and then the whole thing works perfectly. Um, yeah. So run A, B, and C to completion and see if you can get the labels for them. After, of course, you fix this. And then if you do encounter errors in trying to run A, B, and C, um, just fix them, basically. Yeah. Fix them until the point until you can get these three to run flawlessly. And maybe by you fixing this, it makes it so that these do run flawlessly. I'm not sure. But all I know is that it didn't run, like they had this, they stopped for me, like the script died halfway, so I'd have to delete the ones that I had already done and then like try to go and just do the ones that weren't done. It was kind of a, yeah, it was kind of hard, but anyways, yeah, so if you could do that. So that's the main thing. So that's what this is. So the tasks are fix the errors in tab B and generate errors by running AB. So that's what I just talked about, this one in row 8. So when you create these shipping labels, you're actually going to create them in real life, and actually it will cost me real life money too. So just after you're done creating them, try not to create that many, or if you, let's say, like these created December 7th, these are real life, like I need these to stay. Um, so like if you accidentally delete one of these, it's a big deal because then the UPS will cancel that. Like it'll be in the United States stranded. So please be, once you're deleting shipments, once you're done your testing, be very, very careful about deleting the correct ones. Like you should only be deleting stuff December 8th. And even I can even be creating, I probably have to create new shipping labels tomorrow too that will say December 8th. So you can't even just go by the dates. You have to like be very surgical and correct to know exactly which ones you created and exactly which ones and you have to delete only the ones that you had created. Because it's really hazardous to do it at the same, like production and testing at the same time, but I don't have that luxury right now to separate them. So yes, just please be very, very careful. Um, yeah. Oh, and here also, like in in these Excel documents, they come like this. There's no, there's nothing in these columns above the information anymore. I had to go in and type these A's. I just needed something in there because if there's nothing there, it won't register. Oops. Like the script just stops. I guess it uses this A as a referencing. So if you could change the script so it doesn't require any information here anymore, that would be great. So it would basically appear like, yeah, I wrote these A's in. So just remove the script's requirement to look at these A's. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna go through and delete them all, but I put them all in here. So that's what this means. Delete all the requirement for the for some text here as a reference. Like delete that requirement because it will appear like this instead now, like where there's no data above here. Okay, so I did see. So first of all, I do realize that when you created this shipment script, it took a lot longer than the fee, which I understood and sympathized with, and that's why I let the next two jobs, you just ran them as a variable fee shipment, like as a per hour basis. So, and I was trying to just, okay, so you could just do that and it's fine to try to recoup, make it more fair. Because I do realize you spent more time on the shipment than the fixed fee that I gave you. So after these two, like I'm hoping just to more go back. I don't know if we should, like it's hard for you to quote me an actual fixed fee for this job that I'm giving to in this video. But I know it's because it would end up, it's a very variable job where it can the hours can be like flexible, I guess. Like you don't know exactly how many hours it's going to take. But also I do realize that it's a lot of the work is testing too. So you just let it run. So basically, I'm just trying to say I did see the hours for the last two jobs. They were a little high, but if this for this job, if you could still keep it on a per hour basis, but try to just be more fair, I guess. Like if you're testing, if you're just running stuff, just turn off the timesheet. If you're not doing any coding or work, just try to be a little more flexible in that regard, and then we should be good. Because I got a lot more jobs for you, and I just want it to be, so that I'll give a little and you give a little, and we can both be fair in that regard. Uh, and then the final item here is the PDF. Okay, so If you just give me 1 second here. Okay, so I'm back on the computer now. So the final thing would be to, oops. So once the shipment is done, once the shipment is done, so the output, hmm, oh, 1 second here. Okay, so when the shipment is done, the output should be this. So it should look like this. So if you could, like, let's say you had finished this, like, the script that that this script had, this Amazon shipment had ended working, and this is the output. So the first thing is I don't think right now that this is being added. I don't know. I'm not sure. Like, but if you could make sure that the page number is added here, that would be great for the output. This one had 13 boxes, and then automatically this script will take this output and run this PDF converter, and it will convert this PDF file into a Excel Outlook 2. I'm sorry, Excel output 2. And the output looks like this. Now, mind you, this is not for this one. I'm just giving you an example. Uh, this is what the output looks like. So if it could just appear in the same folder as where the PDF is being saved. So yeah, this is what it kind of looks like. And recently, actually, hmm, this one looks good actually. Yeah, recently I ran it, and column A is supposed to be the box number, but it's showing up like this. It's not a big deal. I mean, but if you could fix it so that it shows that instead of like having these one P1, B2 things, should be like, this should be box 59, 60, 61, 62. This should be 55, 54, 53, 52. But some of them, like, it's showing up funny. So if you could make sure that it shows up with the correct box number, and that would be determined by this here as well. Yeah. Anyway, so if you could, yeah, those are the tasks. If you could fix this first, so the first job would just be fix these two, and then just tell me when that's done, and then just like load it to the real environment, like real life environment, and make it so that I can have that fix immediately. And then once you have that fix completed, then move on to the remainder of the tasks and do that as a second part. Yeah, but so this fixing these two would be first, and then let me know when that's done, and then move on to the next. Okay, thank you very much, Fareed. Yes, I guess we'll talk soon.